What's happening? What's happening? We trapping. Let's get it. We on time today because we got time today. You know what I'm saying? We in the building with it, man. I don't know what's wrong with these boys playing with my QB, but we will not stand for it here in the trap. I'm sorry. You know, Dak is an upstanding citizen. He don't want to be petty, but we will take that over for him. You know what I'm saying? We will fight the good fight. Let's get it. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. Let's get it. Shout out to Pizza Fuego, Mr. Swain, the bad influence. Let's get it. Y'all give me a one if everything sounds good, cause we finna cook today, man. I don't know what's wrong with these boys playing on our quarterback top like this, but hey, you know, sometimes you just gotta show them. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Miss Patrice Langford. Shout out to, let's see who else in the building rocking. Shout out to everybody, man. You know, we in here. Let's get it. Shout out to David Sorellis. Shout out to you. Shout out to Mr. Scott Ricks on Facebook. What's happening? Mr. Michael Lockhart, Satellite Sunny, Ruben Sain, Hernandez. We in the building, man. Shout out to y'all. Make sure you don't forget to hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. Support. We trying to do some good things over here at Landlord Sports. And I couldn't do none of this without y'all help. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's get it. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. We got to make sure these haters get on their job because, you know, D-Hop on that hating crap early, so we going to make sure he do what he supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Hit that slap button.
I can't see a thing, all this money in my face.
Let's go.
I just blew a bag, ran it back.
Shout out to everybody rocking.
Ain't no looking back, came a long way.
Let's go.
I know that they mad, but
hey, let's make this trap jump around the corner, man.
That would make them hate.
Let's get it.
And we just get K and they just in the way.
Hey.
That would make them hate. That would make them hate.
Make them haters hate.
Cause we just get K and they just in the way.
Hey, we ain't got time to play today, man. We don't have time to play today, man. We don't have time to play today, man. Now look, you might think you at school or maybe even at home or watching me through a phone, but I promise you, you are in the trap, son.
Trap.
I promise.
Trap.
Now, it was a bird, a plane, what was it? Oh, it's nefarious news, of course. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Make no mistake about it. And we do have real breaking news. We have real breaking news today, y'all. Guess what? We have an interview tomorrow with a Cowboys player. And it will be Mr. Jalen Tolbert. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. Make sure y'all come support that. It will be announced. It'll be at 2 p.m. tomorrow. We will be interviewing Jalen Tolbert in the trap. We'll have Jalen Tolbert in the trap with us.
Trap.
You know what I'm saying?
Trap.
So shout out to everybody rocking, man. With all y'all support and stuff like that, that allows me to get the reach to be able to get some of these people in here to show some love. So make sure y'all keep hitting the like button, hitting the share button. You know, I'm out here working behind the scenes. We trying to do some great things. So I appreciate all the love and support. Make sure y'all support. But shout out to everybody, man. We're gonna have a great interview tomorrow. So shout out to
Trap.
So, shout out to everybody rocking. Shout out to Miss Mickey with the $5 super already supporting. She always do a great job. We appreciate you, Mickey. She says, hey, all my loves, just got off work and just in time to trap. Fire, you can't talk because I'm driving, but I'm here. DC4L, much love. I appreciate you, Mickey. I appreciate you, Mickey. But y'all, make sure y'all have some of them questions. You know, we might be able to throw some of y'all questions in there to ask Mr. Jalen Tolbert. You know, I can't wait to interview the young man because I really do think he got a chance to break out next year. So I'm excited to talk to him and see what he got going on, man. Trap. But let's get on to these haters, man, because they already talking crazy about my quarterback. So let's talk about this guy.
Catch a ball from a.
Wait a minute. Bam.
Number 5. That's a good one. That's a good question. Number 5.
Dak Prescott.
I like Dak Prescott.
Any of these young rookie quarterbacks stand out to you? Do you want
Did y'all see that little subtle head nod?
That's a good question. Number 5.
Dak Prescott?
I like Dak Prescott.
Any of these young rookie
See, I'm sorry. It's hard for me to even contain myself because you went from a what? You went from in the backyard to being a fraud. That's crazy.
Trap.
You went from being in the backyard to now being a fraud. You said you was ready to take a pay cut to come to Dallas. Now all of a sudden you shaking your head at my quarterback. Quit playing with him like he ain't surgical out here.
You know I'm surgical with this bitch, Jay.
I'm sick of these people playing with my QB, man. He don't do nothing but mind his business. Dak don't say nothing. You don't even hear Dak going back and forth with nobody. This man be minding his business and people just be hating, taking little slick shots. And you already said you was willing to take a pay cut to come to Dallas. So now you shaking your head acting like you don't want no smoke with Dak. Get out of here.
Trap.
Get out of here. Shout out to Miss Patrice Langford with the 199. She says, what up, landlord? You interviewing Jalen alone? No, I got my guys on there, you know. My guys, HT on Sports and West Coast Cowboy, you know. We going to have a 3-team type of vibe, you know what I'm saying? We going to go and pick his mind, man, and see what he got going on. I think this young man finna break out this year. That's just my opinion. I said it on Twitter. I'm not capping just because I'm interviewing him now. I really feel like he got a chance to break out. I feel like Kellen Moore's scheme was hating on him, you know what I'm saying? I feel like all the complexities of the ins and outs of all the stuff they were asking him to do was kind of holding him back. But I really do. I know he has all the physical tools and the physical abilities to be a successful player in this league. So I just think he just need the opportunity now. So y'all make sure y'all support. You know I got my guys with me.
Trap.
What's happening with your Michael McQuay? I got your jersey on the way, sir. It should be about to arrive to me shortly, maybe in about 2 days, and then I'm going to send it right to you, sir. So congratulations on the raffle win. I don't know if I seen Miss Regina this morning. You know, that's pretty strange. I hope everything is well. But shout out to Miss Regina. I got her hat coming too, so shout out to her. We trapping.
Trap.
Shout out to JC Cowboys Network, man. Shout out to you, sir. But let's get back on this op, man, because he playing around with my
quarterback stand out to you? Do you want to catch a ball from a
Miss Regina
do you
is. Shout
want
out to you,
to
Miss Regina.
catch a ball from a
Hold on. I just looking at that little
Dak
slight
Prescott?
head nod.
I like Dak Prescott.
Any of these
Look
young
at that.
rookie
Y'all seen it then. Y'all seen it. Boy over here, real cap. He went from being in the backyard to being a fraud. We don't even want nothing to do with that out here now.
Trap.
Shout out to my guy, Kyle 001
quarterback
in
stand
the
out
bed.
to you? Do you want to catch a ball from a
We good. Now look, shout out to 105.3 The Fan because they was on his top. This wasn't a response video, but this right here is proof to you to show you how much invested D-Hop was.
The biggest thing earlier getting buzz before this flurry of breaking news was DeAndre Hopkins, and I don't know why this keeps happening. I'm only bringing it up because I know Tolos keep asking about it. Ian Rappaport said, as the status of star wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins comes into focus, talks are ramping up among the interested teams, sources say. Similar to Brandon Cooks, a trade would likely mean an altered contract. So this is DeAndre Hopkins and the Cardinals needing to keep money in Arizona. He's not going to be traveling with money. It's just unrealistic to me. Like, how could you seriously see them do things that they haven't done for 10 years and bringing in Cooks and Gilmore and then like get yourself excited for the idea of DeAndre Hopkins to the Cowboys? They have already way overextended themselves. And how greedy could you be? I mean, to actually think that that's possible. I know it's fun, and I hope they bring in a fourth guy that's a veteran, but I'm thinking like $5 million is the max, and it's clear they don't want to give up any of their top 100 picks. So if Arizona is going to like eat $10 million and take a 4, I think DeAndre Hopkins could be on the table for the Cowboys, but I'd be shocked, Brian.
Yeah, I think that
This what's important right here. Listen to what Brian Brody said, because this right here makes him look like a 100% fraud, in my opinion. I'm just
Trap.
Let's see what he say.
DeAndre Hopkins was very interested in being here with the Cowboys. I think that there were times
very interested, first of all. But let's continue.
Where he was working with Dak Prescott in the Dak yard.
So you went from working in the man's backyard to now shaking your head when they say the Cowboys. See, this is what I want people to know. I know, shout out to somebody said, Common Sense Lab. I think that was Common Sense said it was a shot at the Cowboys, not Dak. Yeah, of course, I'm already hip, but our opponents, our opposition want to use this as flame to try to throw at Dak Prescott. That's what's going on in the Twitter world and all over, Eagles content creators. They want to say, hey, he didn't say Dak, like Dak wasn't somebody that he wanted to play with. No, what DeAndre Hopkins is doing is he's sucking up to the teams that he actually feel like he got an opportunity to play with. This is smart.
Trap.
This man is not finna. What he mentioned in Dallas for, and he know after we got Brandon Cooks, his opportunity to come here was pretty much cooked. He know that. So they using this as ammo trying to shoot at Dak. So this is where we at with it. So this is why I'm stepping like this, because they up there saying a whole lot of nonsense, and we got to shut them down sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
With
That's
some
just how it
others,
go.
and trying to hone his craft a little bit. I think there was some relationships that were built there. I think that it would have been really interesting to see if Dak Prescott would have in fact gone to the front office and said, hey, is there any possible way we can make this happen?
Now, this might be the problem, because, look, even if he is feeling a little slight, because I didn't look at it as a diss to Dak either, because he clearly showed interest to be here earlier. You see what I'm saying? But they up here running with it. Dak, he didn't mention Dak. He shook his head at Dak. Excuse me. Well, one thing they don't realize is he basically confessed his love for Dallas. This was the first team he said he'll take a discount for. Like, why they ain't talking about that? Why they ain't talking about that? So do you think that's cap what he said? He ain't said nothing about taking a discount for no other team. He ain't did that yet. So this is something they need to really pay attention to. So that's all I wanted to make sure I got that point across.
I'm not saying that Dak is. I believe they asked him his opinions on these players and stuff like that. I think DeAndre Hopkins was willing to bend over backwards for you.
Trap.
Man, you better quit playing with my quarterback, man. You willing to do some strange things to be on that team. Now you acting like you don't want to, man. Don't do that.
We are America's
don't do that.
team. The most watched, the most hated. Y'all don't like us, but y'all tuning in every Sunday.
See, this internet never leaves, man. We got receipts, sir. We got receipts out here. Let's continue.
Yeah.
I really do. I don't think.
And maybe I'd rather have that than Cooks.
Yeah, I don't think he was willing to bend over backwards for anybody else.
It was exclusive, Mr. Brian Brody. Is that what you're telling me? He said the bending over backwards was exclusive. He was willing to sell his soul to be a Cowboy, but now he's shaking his head at Dallas. It makes no sense. That's all we saying, man. But continue.
Important.
Yeah, I think
might have just been a Cowboys thing.
Yeah, I think it absolutely was a Cowboys thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun, right? It'd be fun to add a new Hopkins, no doubt about it. I mean, I think that, yes, if you're just going who's a better player, him or Cooks, it's Hopkins. But the fact that you gave up a 5 and a 6, I mean, it was a no-brainer move. And Cooks also is a guy that wants to be here, and he does bring speed.
Hold on, here go a hater. We spotted a hater in the building. J215 Hood. Stop feeling hurt. That's it. D-Hop doesn't want to play with that. Did you just see what I just presented, sir? You sound crazy.
Trap.
When trolling goes wrong. I mean, okay, I can troll. I'm trolling the Los Angeles Lakers right now. You know what I'm saying? I have no problem with trolling, but what I'm saying is you can't be trolling when you have no information. You are absolutely wrong. I just showed you that he was willing to bend over backwards to play with the Cowboys, but now you still up here saying nonsensical things like this. That is crazy. You might as well gone on somewhere, sir.
You trash.
That is pitiful. That is ridiculous. That is horrible. You know, is it crack? That's what I'm trying to see.
Crack, don't you?
I'm just trying to see.
You smoke crack, don't you?
Don't do drugs, kids, please.
Look at me, boy. Don't you smoke crack?
So maybe you should go somewhere else with that foolishness. That's all I'm saying.
Trap.
Lakers in 8, Carl, man. Lakers in 8, man. I told you that. I told you. Hey, look, this finna be quick. But y'all Lakers fans, these Bruh fans, they want to hate on my number 1 pick guy. They already hating on Wemby career. They saying he ain't gonna do nothing just because other analysts compare him to LeBron. Now this young man whole career is just terrible. Like that's crazy to me. Like don't put him in it. He ain't did nothing to you.
Trap.
I wish that man nothing but peace and prosperity. Tommy Montoya, you already know who I'm rocking with, man. You know, it's Spurs Nation over here. So, you know, I'm having a great offseason. The Lakers got swept, and, then, my Spurs got the number 1 pick. So, hey, I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain, you know. I cannot complain. But I did want to, hit him upside his head because he over here playing with my quarterback, man. But it's obvious that we know that Nuke Hopkins wanted to be a Cowboy. He was he was desperate. And then you heard what Brian Brody said that, hey, he believed that he wanted Dak to basically go stand on the table for him. And that ain't nothing that Dak did. So now it seems like to me, he might be a little butthurt. I said this on Twitter. He might be a little butthurt that the Cowboys didn't want to play ball with him. And it's really why these ops up here saying he didn't want to play with Dak. It sounds like Dak curved him, sir. Dak curved him. It sounds like Dak curved him first. So we ain't got time to play with y'all, man. But I did want to just hit them boys upside the head. Quit playing on my Cowboy quarterback top. This man don't even troll nobody. He barely even be on social media. And all he get is strays from all these haters. But, hey, we got you in the trap. All the people who, represent this team, if you a stand-up citizen, we got you. You know what I'm saying? Trap. But let's continue to another subject. Let's see what I got. Oh, Dak. They said they want him to be a Cowboy for his entire career. I know that sounds bad to some people. And I think it would be very surprising if they didn't do an extension this offseason that knocked down that 2024 cap number and made it clear to the world that Dak Prescott's future in Dallas is not in question, sir.
Trap.
From an ESPN insider, Dan Grazzino. Forgive me, I speak broken English. But hey, they saying that Dak Prescott is going to get that deal, and we should have been did it. Now, it's going to get a little dicey if they keep waiting because everybody quarterback's money is just going up. So, hey, we got to see what happens. And then don't get mad at Dak when they sitting up here waiting now. This is on the subject too. Cowboys need to stop the doomsday clock that is currently ticking towards a $60 million cap number in 2024. Dak knows it, and it gives him all of the leverage he needs to get a deal that likely will cause many to think he's grossly overpaid in comparison to other high-end quarterbacks. That is per NBC Sports Mike Florio on Dak Prescott's contract. So, look, don't get mad at the player now.
Trap.
I think Jerry Jones now really need to, reevaluate the way they want to target Dak Prescott because it really seems like they lose every time they bet against my guy, man. They lose. So at some point, it's like, hey, you might want to bet with your quarterback. I told y'all that before. I don't remember a time where the Joneses actually bet with the quarterback, bet with Dak Prescott. They usually bet against him, even from a rookie. They was betting against him, saying, hey, we'll have to see. Well, maybe we could put Romo back in and stuff like that. It was a lot of doubt surrounding Dak Prescott because of the way he blossomed into the player that he is. So Then you seen a lot of stuff. The franchise tag, that ain't nothing but a bet against Dak. It's like, hold on, we standoffish. We don't want to pay you yet. We finna see who you are. We finna see who you develop into. And then what happened? Dak balls out and we get burned, you know? Trap. So now at this point, to me, it's like, sir, could you please, pretty please, bet with your quarterback for once in your life? That's all we saying. That's all we saying. That's all we saying. If you bet with Dak, let's see what happens. That's why I know we dog out the Eagles from here to, to the Himalayas. But at the same time, they at least betted on their quarterback. They didn't put all of the responsibilities on Jalen Hurts. They just bet on their quarterback. They said, hey, we don't know how talented you are, so we finna give you everything in our power for you to be successful. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. They did the right thing and they were successful. They didn't win. They didn't reach the peak. They didn't get what they wanted to, but they actually did good and had a good season. So when you have a quarterback like that, or a quarterback at all, you should be giving him all the opportunity in the world to be good and be great. Give him all the weapons he needs. You trying to win. Are you either trying to win or are you trying to raise the level of difficulty for your quarterback? I feel like you should just be trying to win, sir. What is you doing? Trap. Would you be mad if we just had a cheat code, if we had a couple of these all-star players on the team with us and we got a championship? I wouldn't care. I'm just trying to win. I don't care about what the circumstances were. I wouldn't care if Dak Prescott threw one touchdown a game all the way from the beginning of the season all the way to the Super Bowl and we win. I would not care. Long as we won the Super Bowl, I don't want to hear nothing from nobody. Trap. Dak Prescott can have 20 touchdowns on the season and throw one touchdown a game or whatever. And long as we win the Super Bowl, I don't want to hear nothing from nobody. That's what I'm telling you. So I don't care nothing about all that other stuff. I care nothing about it because soon as he ball out, they start mentioning something else. They move the goalpost. So now we finna see what time it is, man. And like I said, I feel like that gonna be phenomenal. Cajun Cowboy said Jalen got his bag after he reached the Super Bowl. But he also got to the Super Bowl after his team went and did all kind of trades and acquired all kind of talent. He did that. Trap. Them boys had a loaded roster on both ends. A great offensive line, great wide receiving core, great defense. Them boys had everything. It ain't like he was lacking anywhere. Like Jalen Hurts, I think he threw his first touchdowns in the Super Bowl. It wasn't like he was just carrying his team and just dominating and then it was only because of him. That was not what was going on. That was not what we saw. We saw a great team that had a pretty good quarterback attached to it. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't sitting up here saying like Jalen is just 100% trash,
Trash!
I ain't saying that, I'm not super high on him, but I ain't saying he trash. But what I am saying is he had a great team that helped catapult him to the top of football. It wasn't just like he drugged him up a mountaintop. That's all I'm saying. He didn't drag him up a mountaintop. He had a great team surrounding him. And, he didn't screw it up, basically. That's kind of what it was. Trap. He didn't screw it up. But we'll see how that work out this year. Like I'm telling y'all, we're going to see what's up. Shout out to HTM Sports in the building. What's happening, sir? He said that Dak had 5 games last year with 3 touchdowns. That's 5th best in the league. And, man, look, and then we forget that this man had surgery on his thumb last year, too. And he still got you to the second round of the playoffs and balled out. So, I mean, y'all can whine about it, and everybody – even though, we got the number 1 Dak hater of all time in the building, Mr. DeQuincy Coleman. That's my guy, though. Trap. This boy here a gold jacket Dak hater, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that boy got the gold jacket for Dak hate. But look, even you, Mr. DeQuincy, you can't agree that Kellen Moore play calling was suspect. You know what I'm saying? It was. In situational football, Kellen Moore play calling was not up to par. Even you can agree to that. So once you do, you got to say, hey, maybe it wasn't all on the quarterback. Maybe it wasn't. That's all I'm saying. But now, when we talk about that, we got to say, hey, Dak Prescott don't have the Kellen Moore hurdle to jump over no more. We can actually play complimentary football, what they going to get into on a couple of more of these slides. So let's continue some of the other content. Let's see. I got one of them. Let's see. HTM. Shout out to HTM Sports. Let's see if he's still in the bid.
Else this happened.
If Arizona is Cardinals needed to keep money in Arizona.
I'll go.
I pick
Hopkins.
Stuff like that. I think DeAndre Hopkins
To be here any
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, they got Dak as the 10th odds to win MVP. So, you know, some of y'all don't even like the quarterback, but other people recognize he got potential. You know, that's all that's saying. But shout out to HTM Sports. You know, you had your little Twitter thing going on with J. Lou.
Trap.
HTM Ben said this, not other people saying it, but you know, the Cowboys could save $4.7 million in cap space by moving on from Jordan Lewis, whether by trade or outright release. Dallas would be smart to let the competition play out first, but they do have options if DaRon Bland claims the top slot role. What you mean? Because I'm pretty sure he got that going on right now. He got that in the bag. Troy Dudley, what you got too going on? Y'all can't hear me or something? That's what that means? Am I having audio issues? Give me a one. He said, I'm still here, family. Hey, you know what time it is with this then, HTM, you know.
Trap.
HTM posted this on Twitter. Jordan Lewis liked it, y'all. Hey, he in trouble, man. That boy HTM said, hey, we can save this money. That boy Jordan Lewis liked it. Hey, that was hilarious to me. But, yeah, man, we'll see. They saying DaRon Bland claiming the role. Hey, he got that, man. You know, that's anything but Bland. This boy was exceptional last year. And I don't see him doing nothing but getting better. I think most of Cowboy Nation is high on DaRon Bland. That's easy work right there. That's easy work.
Trap.
And then one thing I want y'all to realize too, those interceptions that DaRon Bland got, those was not just lucky interception where the ball just fell in his hand and he didn't have to do nothing. They threw it right to him. No, I'm going to pull up film session on y'all because I told y'all who he was before. You know, I ain't beating on my chest. I'm just being real. I told y'all who he was. This boy can play football. As a rookie, I said he had veteran-like savvy. This boy moved. He trusts his athleticism. He trusts his speed. He was very comfortable in his technique as a rookie. I said all of this before he even played a down in the NFL. Okay? So when you look at that, every interception that DaRon Bland had, they was aggressive type interceptions. They was no lucky tip ball and he just got the interception. No, that was never DaRon Bland. This man was putting his foot in the dirt, attacking the football, jumping stuff. DaRon Bland was actually making real interceptions as a rookie. So don't make no mistake about it like he up here just being fortunate. No, this boy actually got real confidence and skill at corner already. So make no mistake about it, DaRon Bland is him out here for the haters.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
Let's go. Let's see what else we got on the agenda. Shout out to Ty Arch on Twitter. He says Cowboys open organized team activities today. No pass, obviously, but 1v1, 7v7, 9v7, 11 on 11 allowed. And Micah Parsons said he would be back at the Star for the OTAs after spending early part of offseason mostly in Austin working out. Media access is Thursday. And hey, Micah did not play when he said he was going to be working out. Micah was out here. Micah been out here putting in work too, y'all. That boy Micah been squatting 400 pounds left and right. This boy been doing everything. So, hey, Micah finna go up this year. He said he was snatching the balls. Hold on. Wait a minute. Pause, Pause. He was snatching the ball from folks. Absolutely. Like them DaRon Bland interceptions, they was no joke. Yeah, because I'm going to have a film session because I think people got to realize what kind of special rookie that was. And that's why I tell people don't sleep on our 5th round picks because, you know, Will McClay is him too, you know.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
Shout out to Cowboy Brian Keystone, Cowboy in the building. What's happening, sir? But yeah, man, I think y'all need to realize we have special talent. We got a gem. We got a diamond in the rough in DaRon Bland. So I don't think it's no question that this young man gonna be in them. Lord King said about 30 people could hit the like button. It won't charge a card. Yeah, man, don't be stealing. Don't do me wrong. Please. Please. You know, help your boy out. Don't be stealing in the trap, you know, please. Just hit the like button for your boy. It is free. That's all we say. Trap. It is free of charge. Let's see. Now, Todd Archer says 9 of the Cowboys' undrafted free agents received guarantees of at least $100,000, led by Kansas offensive tackle Earl Bostic at $220,000 and a base salary guarantee of $20K bonus. The base guarantees is signed. The club believes the players will be on the practice squad at minimum. So, hey, they signing these boys up. I like it. And, you know, I know HTM super high on TJ Bass. He declared some things the other day, you know. We'll see how that plays out. A lot of people like David Duran, the wide receiver out of one of them small schools in Florida. I can't remember. Forgive me. But it's a very small school in Florida. He was dominant in that small division, but we'll have to see if it translates. And Miles Brooks and Darrell Johnson and HTM super high on Cropper too. So, you know, we'll see how that works out, man. But they giving them boys some money, so, hey, they might be able to make the team. If somebody don't mind, how many undrafted free agents we had that made the team last year? I know Marquise Bell was one. I know Peyton Hendershot was one. So don't sleep on these undrafted free agents. They might be on the roster. I think it was more than one. I mean, more than 2 though, that made the team. Okay.
We are drafting the.
This is Oso Digizul.
Defensive teams. Osa, you have the first pick.
I think we can all guess what my first is going to be number.
They drafting defensive players, and you know who.
The Dallas Cowboys, Micah Parsons.
Yeah, absolutely.
You already know. I'm going to take Nick Bosa.
I'll take TJ Watt.
I'll take Myles Garrett. I'm going to take Fred Warner and Sauce Gardner. I'm going to go with Jalen Ramsey.
Aaron Donald.
Oh, f***ing bitch.
I'll take Pat Surtain.
I'm going to go with Chris Jones.
Nice.
I'll go Trayvon Diggs, be the guy in the secondary.
Yeah, you.
Hey, don't play.
That too.
I got 2 Defensive Player of the Year finalists. Good luck.
Good luck to you, sir.
Trap.
He said, landlord out here on Kool-Aid season, man. I ain't on Kool-Aid season just yet, you know. But I am high on my team, Choctaw. I feel like we should be confident in this team. This team has got better, sir. So, hey, I ain't down on them, I tell you that.
I'll take Von Miller.
I'll go with Shaq Leonard.
I'm going to go Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, for sure.
I'm going to take Brandon Graham.
You love Brandon Graham.
I'm going to take Frank Clark.
I'm going to go Quentin Williams.
I'm going to go Derwin James.
Marshawn Lattimore.
These are my last 2. I already got 3 guys for my defense, but Layden would be a great one.
Nah, that was a little homerish, though, because he picked all Cowboy players except for like 2, so, you know. But the first 2, Micah and Trey, I mean, you can't even argue. Them 2 are the best players in the league, man.
It's not even political. We got guys.
It's facts.
Hey, we do got guys, though. We do got guys. This defense is finna be a force to be reckoned with, y'all.
I'll go Layden. You know, we're about to just stack the D lineup. I'm about to go Jalen Phillips.
Jesus, chill out.
Sorry, I thought that was falling.
Bro, I literally just lost my left ear.
I really thought that was falling.
I'm going to go Max Crosby.
Oh, what a pick.
That was a great pick. He shouldn't have fell that far, to be honest.
I'm going to go with Marlon Humphrey.
I'm going to go Darius Slay.
Oh, that's good.
Well, I need a defensive tackle, so I'm going Osa.
Yeah, let's go, baby.
Thank you.
I thought that was pretty good, though. But now, we were speaking of those great defensive players that we have. check out Stephon Gilmore, graded out as a 86.3 in man coverage. And then Trayvon Diggs graded out as an 84.6. Hey, it is going to be clamp season out here, man. Trap. I feel sorry for these teams because I told y'all that was a big part of it. Like, when you think about it, I know for a fact at least like 5 games. And I'm thinking about doing some kind of members only. I might do members on YouTube or something. Let me know if y'all interested in that. Because I want to rewatch the game with rewatch some of these games with y'all. Because, hey, I got proof, like, it was at least about 5 games that the opposing team started out attacking Anthony Brown. They did. And, like, that's tough on your pass rush if you always got a pressure release like that. Like, if your pass rush coming and all they got to do is look at cornerback 2 and throw the ball, that's easy work. But now, Trayvon Diggs and Stephon Gilmore gonna make you think a little bit, sir. They gonna make you think. Trap. Them boys gonna make you think, and it's always, look, just imagine giving Michael Parsons a couple more ticks. Everybody knows, this football 101, the pass rush and the secondary are a great marriage. They work together. So the better the secondary, the better your pass rush, and vice versa. So it's going to be very, very scary hours. It's going to be grim for these haters, I promise you. I'm telling you right now. We super upgraded cornerback 2, and then don't let the haters tell you no different. We did the film study on Stephon Gilmore. He is still a good player. He is not just an old player with a good name. He's not that. Trap. See, this is what I be telling y'all. Like, I don't be just trying to boost up the content creators, but I'm telling you, we gonna give you the real information. The mainstream people ain't gonna tell you all that. Shout out to Miss Gina L. Chase. We got that fried bologna in there for you. Trap. But the mainstream people ain't finna be doing the real research and looking at these players and seeing is Stephon Gilmore still playing at a high level. They just gonna be like, well, they got old Stephon Gilmore. And some of them will do the film, but most of them won't. So that's why we telling you, the way y'all support us, y'all provide us enough, money and time to be able to do some deep research and tell y'all what we really see and show y'all what we really see. So now we don't have to speculate if Stephon Gilmore was still balling. We showed you that he is still him.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
Of course, our cornerbacks get beat, Troy Dudley, but we saying like it ain't gonna be as easy as it was last year. That's all we saying. Shout out to Richard Bear in the building. What's going on? What's going on with everybody? But yeah, all cornerbacks get cooked. I'm a wide receiver. You think I don't know that? I support that. But what I'm saying is it's easier to beat some quarterbacks than it is others. That's all we saying. So make no mistake about that part. But I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be tough sledding against this defense. Then we add Myers Smith to it. Like I'm telling you right now, it's going to be tough sledding. And, good luck to the haters. That's all I'm going to say. Good luck to them. Good luck to them. Because I'm telling you, if we got one thing I'm willing to stand on right now, it's the defense. For sure. Without a shadow of a doubt. I'm not sure if that was all my slides I had or what. I think I had one more.
Yeah, let's go, baby.
Let's see. Then they got Aiden Dirty selected for the NFL Coach Accelerator program. And, that's good to see Mr. Aiden Dirty. I think he did good last year for the defensive line. So, and the players respond to him. So, he probably is a future head coach in this league coming up. Him and Mr. Joe Witt Jr. both got in the Accelerator program. So, they probably be, boosting up, getting some promotions very soon, very soon. So, shout out to everybody right now. But how y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling today, man? Let me holler at the people in the chat. Fish82 says, I'm start selling $5 fish plates with sweet tea in the trap on Fridays, man. That's that fried fish Fridays. Trap. Mr. Marvin Jenkins says Cowboys defense will be top 5 for sure, and the offense also no more option routes. Thank God. Hey, man. Ah, man. My button went haywire all of a sudden. Look, you right, but they still going to have some option routes, but it ain't going to be the weird the option routes that be 30, 40 yards downfield. It's not going to be like that. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of room for error right there. I don't see us doing that type of stuff no more, like at all. Shout out to Mickey with the $2 super. I appreciate you, Mickey. I really do. She says, landlord, you be spinning like a mother. Hey, man, I appreciate it. Trap. I be in my spirit sometime, Mickey. I really do. Let's see. Mickey says she made it back safe. Guys, I'm back. Hey, that's what's up. You back in the building. Willie T said fish plate with a side of spaghetti. Hey, man, that's a little. Now, you must be in the South. I hear a lot of that, but I ain't really never got down like that. So let me know where you from, because I ain't never really had. Spaghetti is not a side to me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because I'm from the struggle, you know, but spaghetti usually is a main dish from where I'm from for some reason. Let me know where you from, Mr. Willie T. I bet you from the South, maybe New Orleans or something. Marvin Jenkins said Dak Prescott will be comeback player of the year. That'll be crazy. I think he got a chance, y'all. Like, I never seen Dak underwhelm or underperform with a great slot receiver. And we got one. Like, Brandon Cooks finna cook. Like, y'all, I don't think they understand. Like, Dak then elevated other slot receivers like Cedric Wilson and balled out with Cole Beasley. Like, this is Cole Beasley and Cedric Wilson on steroids right now. Trap. Hold up. She said, hold up, I had a super landlord. I read it then Mickey. Unless I missed another one. Let me see. Cause I have been on another screen. Maybe I missed one. I ain't sure. I don't think so. I did. Maybe I read it then. Yeah, I read it, Mick, I believe. You know, forgive me. Let me know what you said if I missed it somewhere. I ain't see nothing else. Randy said, landlord, why they love to hate? I don't know why they be hating on our boys like that, man. I ain't got nothing better to do, Mr. Randy Jackson. Patrice Langford says, we finna shock the world this season. They keep playing with us. They gonna F around and find out. Hey, man, tell them, Miss Patrice. Tell them. Bruce got the toss of juice says Dak should have been comeback player of the year when he came back after breaking his leg. He really should have, because he had a good year. He really should have. Thomas A. Garrett in the building. He said it wouldn't surprise me if Dak wins comeback player of the year and MVP. Ooh wee. Trap. They don't, boy, them haters don't want to see that, Mr. Thomas A. They don't want to see that. Them haters would be mad. I'm telling you straight up. And what's so crazy, the toxic environment that our Cowboys in, it'll be some Dak Prescott haters that's Cowboy fans that's mad. That's what's sad. It'll be some Cowboy fans that's mad. I can't believe Dak was successful. Good grief. Why are you mad at your own quarterback? That's something I would never understand. That's something I never would understand. She said, I must be behind on the screen. Yeah, I think you're a little behind. You might want to come out and come back in or refresh or something. Because I thought I was slipping, Mickey. Satellite Santa says, landlord, picture this. With me real quick. Lamb, TP, Cooks, and Luke. And Deuce in the backfield. Pick your poison, please. Man, I think it's finna be up, though. I ain't gonna lie. And I think Mike McCarthy finna know how to use it. That's the key. Because Mike McCarthy done been successful with even lesser offenses. And we got actual offensive talent on this team. Like, we got a good quarterback on this team. We got a good running back on this team. We got three good wide receivers. You know, on a good day, we got 3-4 good wide receivers. So we'll see how this work out, man. And like I said, my record prediction, I think If y'all remember, I think I said 14-3. Okay, if I said that was my prediction if I get hardly nothing from Michael Gallup and if Jalen Tolbert don't produce the way I think he will. Don't let them boys just go crazy like that. If those things happen, man, we gonna really be going crazy. We really gonna be going crazy then. I'm just trying to, I'm being modest with that 14-3. Willie T says, the haters are going to move the goalposts to keep Dak from winning the MVP. Absolutely. They're going to be like, well, he had Brandon Cooks and CeeDee Lamb. Now it's going to be, now it's going to be a problem that he had them. You know what I'm saying? It's going to take away from what he did with them. Even though they don't do that with any other quarterbacks but Dak. You know what I'm saying? They don't dog out no other quarterback. You ain't never heard them say Patrick Mahomes got Travis Kelce. Like, you ain't hear them say that when he had Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. They didn't never diminish Patrick Mahomes. They just said them boys were great, and they did great things. But he did have one of the best. He had the best tight end in the league and probably the best wide receiver in the league at the time. So we don't hear nothing like that, them diminishing other people, well, as much as they diminish Dak Prescott, I'll say. Satellite Sunny says, if Tolbert comes in and plays better than Cedric Wilson did SMH, sheesh. Yeah, I'm telling you, I think he got that potential. Like, man, Tolbert got all the physical attributes. I think he just need to get it up from the neck up. If he do that, it's over. I know what I seen on film. I got a good film session on him. And, hey, I went down to every little detail. That boy can play. He just got to get the opportunities, I feel like. Tavis Banks said, Mahomes get a pass for all those receivers he had, especially last year. You don't hear them saying nothing about diminishing them now. He is a great quarterback, though, so I ain't sitting up here trying to say he ain't. But I'm just saying they don't make those kind of cases for other people. Like, they just say, hey, they did good. They had a good job. Look at all the receivers and stuff Tua had over that. I ain't saying nothing like that. Look at what Josh Allen had. Like, you don't hear people making those kind of cases. Look at what Burrow had. Burrow got the number one wide receiving core in football. And you don't hear them diminish Burrow. What you hear them say, Burrow is great. That's all they say is Burrow is great. Trap. They do not diss Burrow. They do not diminish Burrow for having that wide receiving core. They just say he's great. That's what they've been doing. So I don't get it why it's different, and it's a different standard when it comes to our quarterback, but we'll never know. Mika said they had the nerve to put Tua for MVP ahead of Dak. SMA, he shouldn't even be playing right now. You ain't lying. It's a little iffy for him now. No, that's my guy Tua, but hey, it seemed like he at high risk playing football these days. Tavis Banks said, let's not forget Dak gets treated like a first when he's a fourth rounder. Hey, Tavis, I ain't too mad at that, though. The only reason is because I feel like the draft status shouldn't box him in because he's dominated these boys. You know what I'm saying? He was way better than every quarterback that was in his draft. So he belongs there to me, Tavis. You know what I'm saying? Just giving him the proper respect. He belongs in that type of tier. So I ain't going to push him back down to being no fourth rounder because he haven't performed like no fourth rounder. He performed like a first rounder. So look, this is what I ask people. If we would have drafted Dak Prescott in the first round and he gave you this same type of production, would you be mad? Like, this right here going to say a lot. This going to say a lot. If you drafted Dak Prescott in the first round and it's the quarterback, the same quarterback you got right now, and this who you got, would you be mad? I don't think that's possible to me. Trap. I don't think it's possible for you to be mad at Dak Prescott if you would have drafted him in the first when he outperformed every quarterback that got drafted with him that year. And he's been consistently one of the better quarterbacks in the league. You should not be mad at that. So I rock with your Keystone, but hey, Dak done outball that. We ain't even going back to no fourth round stuff. Nah, Dak is one of them. So he's in that caliber that they put him in, but they just be playing with him too much to me. Common Sense Lab said, landlord, Dak is the only quarterback they complain about where he is. But when he proved them wrong, now he needs to go back to dink and dunk. Exactly. I noticed that when in Dak's first couple of years when he was successful. You remember at first it was, Dak is just dink and dunk. When he was winning and dominating the league with his team, you remember that? Trap. When he won 11 games straight and he was managing the game instead of just being a gunslinger, they said, oh, Dak is just a dink and dunk. Then he followed that up and had way more production and still had pretty good seasons. They said, hey, now he can't win a Super Bowl. Like, all they did was just keep kicking that can down the road, keep moving the goalposts until it gets to a point where it's just unrealistic. Like, bro, to think about it, if you draft any quarterback to say that they just have to win the Super Bowl, that's really kind of crazy. Because it takes a lot of stuff to win a Super Bowl, y'all. It does. Like, teams that draft quarterbacks number one overall, I'm pretty sure they would want a Super Bowl, but to make that a requirement, that is crazy. Like, we don't know what a number one quarterback gonna do. Trap. Look at Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray was the number one overall pick. I would take Dak Prescott over him 10 times and 18 times on Sunday, man. Trap. Like, I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't think you can make that a requirement. That's all I'm saying. I don't think that could be a requirement from a quarterback. Hey, you must win a Super Bowl. They don't say that to anybody else. They don't say that to anybody else. They don't say that to nobody else at all. I don't hear that from Lamar Jackson. Oh, he must win a Super Bowl to be good. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, they just say, hey, he's a phenomenal player. He won MVP. This man just broke the record for quarterbacks getting paid. But they ain't saying that he must win a Super Bowl. They saying he should win one because he's that good. It's a difference. Like, they act like they won't even say that good unless he win a Super Bowl. See, that's the difference. Trap. They ain't even giving Dak his just due. And this man has earned it. That's why I go hard for my quarterback, because I know they playing with him. And then everybody else will be sitting up here talking crazy about him, and he don't even respond because he's trying to be, a model citizen. But we got to be the ones that stand up for when you see some foolishness going on and ain't nobody standing up for what's right. That's what we here for. You can't just be doing a man dirty while it's real people in the room. That's what I feel like. Like, of course, Dak is not perfect. Of course, he's not the best quarterback in the league. But do he deserve what he get? Absolutely not. I don't even think that's up for debate. He don't deserve nowhere near what he get. And believe it or not, this is not just, tailored to Dak. I used to fight for Romo too. And like, the reason is because I felt like Romo didn't ever get the team that was built around him. Like, it's a difference. I felt like Romo should have had a better team around him as well. Romo did, man. Romo was a good player. Like, people don't get it twisted. People look at Romo like, he used to do this and that. Man, Romo was balling, bro. Like, go back and look at the stuff that he was doing. It was obvious that the team didn't get put around him to become as great as he needed to be and as good enough to take the team as far as he needed to go. Like, you need two of those things along with it. It's just not one. You got the quarterback, so you should win the Super Bowl. Now you get the quarterback, you need the defense, you need the offensive line, you need the coaching staff. You need a lot of different things to get to that Super Bowl. Shout out to B Diddy in the building with the $4.99. Trap. He said Brandon Marshall was being real nefarious, asking D-Hop that, like, straight up. Cause look, bro, listen, man, they be playing with us, B Diddy. They be playing with us. They know that if you mention the Cowboys, you gonna get some clicks. They know why.
We are America's
They
team.
know that.
The most watched, the most hated. Y'all don't like us, but y'all tuning in every Sunday.
Man, I'm telling you, bro. Look, this right here is the way I debunk everybody that try to talk about my boy Romo. This is how I debunk everybody. Now, look, how many times in your head do you remember watching the Cowboy game? Look, that Romo have been and did something phenomenal. He have been and scored a touchdown, and now the team, we might be up by like 3 or 4. Then next thing you know, the defense let the offense, our defense let the offense go score, and now we back down. And now all of a sudden, Romo got to pull a rabbit out the hat to win the game. That used to be the normal situation for the Cowboys, like game in, game out when we had Romo.
Trap.
Tell me if I'm lying. Let me know if I'm lying. It used to be way too often. Romo had he'll have to pull a rabbit out the hat with like 1 minute left. It'll be like all the odds stacked against him. And even though he might have had a good game, it seemed like the defense would give up a late score. Even though Romo had just scored and had us up, the defense would give up a late score, and now it's all on Romo to do some magical stuff. And then he messed it up a lot of the times, but hey, that's not possible to just be flawless in that type of thing. So somebody let me know if I'm wrong, because I remember that far too often. If you turn on your TV and sing the Cowboy game, you seen Romo down and the whole world watching. That's how it was every time. Shout out to PT the Great, man. I appreciate the love, sir. But tell me if I'm lying. Please, somebody let me know. Let me know if I'm lying. Let me know if I'm wrong. I remember this vividly. Romo used to always be down, and it was all on him. And that's not the best way you want to build your team. I said this same argument the other day. That's not how you want to build your team. If you was a GM and you set up and built your team to the way where you need your quarterback to do everything and carry the team on his back, that is a foolish way to build your team. It is.
Trap.
He said we had a quarterback before Romo. What you mean? Troy, you trolling me today, ain't you? I don't know. DJ Rob says those defenses was medium of pack. Back then, a medium of pack. I don't know what you mean, but they was mid. That's what it sounded like. They was. We had no defense back then, man. It was bad, man. And we used to sit up and just wait on Romo to try to save us. Because, like, if y'all remember, man, we remember that Romo used to, when Romo took over for Bledsoe, man, we felt like we were finna score every drive. Like, tell me if I'm lying, because I know I did. Man, when Romo had the ball, man, we like, hey, we finna score. Now, if it was a turnover or something, we were like, we ain't worried about it. We gonna score next drive. Like, Romo was like that to me. I always felt like we finna get some points with Romo being the quarterback. And I don't feel too much different with Dak. Like, real talk. I feel like if we get some normal play calling, I feel like we gonna score. Dak been the same kind of guy. Like, you give him the opportunity, he gonna ball. He said, no, only you thought that. So you didn't think we were going to score most of the time with Romo? Shh, man, Romo used to be cooking, Chata. I think y'all see, look, I'm one of the rare people that like Romo and Dak. Like, you can like both of them, bro. Like, I used to fight for hours for Romo. Like, I'm one of the few that like Romo and Dak. So, man, I used to feel like we was scoring. I'm sorry. I used to feel like we was scoring. Give Romo the ball, man. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Down the stretch in the clutch situation, it used to be a little iffy now. We got to be honest with it now. We adults. We got our big boy pants on. Now, when it got clutch, it used to get a little iffy. But, like, normal situation, man, Romo finna score. He finna score more times than not. That boy was doing incredible stuff. He said, I respect Romo. Didn't like him, to be honest. Okay, hey, that's fair. That's fair. At least you ain't just say like Romo went good, because Romo was a good player, man. We just didn't never build the right team around him, in my opinion. Yeah, Romo was gangster, bro. Like, for real. You got us to pause. I defended Romo, too. but I felt them losses in my gut. Yo, it used to seem like Romo losses used to be hurting worse, didn't it, though? It's like, because Romo losses, like, they built you up. Maybe because most of them was at the last second. Like, Romo had a lot of buzzer beater losses, like basketball. Like, Romo had a lot of, like, we right there, we real close, and then, man. Like, Dak ain't even had that type of stuff. So, I don't know. But I just told you why, though. Because it felt like the team put Romo in that situation, man. Like, look, when I first, like, years ago, what year that was when we lost to the Giants? Man, I had just started talking to my wife, man. It was crazy. Look, I'm up here watching the game. Romo threw the interception, man. I done jumped up and punched the wall. I was so mad. Trap. My old lady looking like, boy, what's wrong with you? Boy, you crazy, ain't you? Man, I done jumped up and punched the hole in the wall. That was that year. I think that was the year when we was I can't remember the record, but we had the number 1 seed and everything, and we lost to the Giants. I was so mad, boy, I jumped up and punched the wall. Joe Knowles said, "What's good, landlord? What's good, Cowboy Nation? Landlord, where you get that hat from?" Hey, online, sir. You know, it was one of them justice and equality type vibes. They got them on I think they got them on Cowboy.com or something. Bruce got to talk to Juice, said, "Landlord, I had a number 9 jersey when I was younger, and I own a number 4 now. Objective and supportive fans are out there." So yeah, you don't have to hate on one just to like the other. Like, if you a Cowboy fan, it's okay. I know you hear that. Most of the Romo fans be hating on Dak, bro. I'm a big Romo fan. Like, I told y'all this story before if you've been following my channel. Like, my old lady was like, you supporting Dak a little too quick. Look, I'm up here, look, I was already on Dak's side too, because it's like, bro, he the quarterback for my team. What I'm going to do? So she wasn't ready to let Romo go just yet. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, hey, I gotta, she like, you switching sides a little too quick, ain't you, sir? What's going on? So we was really down for Romo too, man. So that's just it. That's just how it is. You don't have to be on one side or the other when it comes to your quarterback. Like, I liked it, both of them guys. Yeah, we was 13-3 that year, man. I jumped up and punched a hole in the wall. Now, Romo did have some heartbreaking losses, though. He had some heartbreaking losses, like, he did. So that was the difference right there. He had some heartbreaking losses. But look, Romo had some of the greatest memories too, though. What about that he had throw 5 touchdowns in the Thanksgiving game? Then what about that game he throw like 6 interceptions against Detroit and still won the game? Like, trap. Somebody quote me on that. How many interceptions? It was one game, man. I ain't trying to be hyperbolic, but he threw a whole lot of interceptions against Detroit one year, and we still won the game. Like, that boy Romo crazy. Then you remember they hiked the ball over his head. He fumbling around and went and picked up the ball and still went and gained like 10 yards on the run, man. Romo is crazy, man. Trap. Then with your sugar daddy that's probably what pissed me off so much more, because we did just beat them. We dominated the Giants in that year and then come right back around and lose to them in the playoffs. But they did win the Super Bowl, if I'm not mistaken, right? They won the Super Bowl that year, though. So that was crazy. And then it always, one of the things that I hate the most about, like, for the Cowboys, man, it seemed like a lot of people give us hell for them one and done years. But think about this. The one and done years, it be seeming like if we get past this one team, we could possibly win it all. Like, it always be that one hurdle. Because I don't be feeling like we'll have trouble with the other teams like that. It just be like, we got to get over this one team, and then we might smack everybody else around. That's why it be so heartbreaking for us. Because we know that we a good enough team to do more, But it be like that first game, it just be iffy. We get a bad matchup and we lose sometime. But I think the tide changing in that regard now, y'all. I think it's changing. Yeah, they won our Super Bowl. That was they went on to win the Super Bowl that year. So, yeah, man, I don't think you don't have to hate Romo just to like Dak or vice versa, man. I like both of my quarterbacks. The Seattle drop snap game was tough. Ooh, yeah, that was hard. Nothing to top Dez catch no catch BS though. Heartbreaking. Yeah, man. Hey, I had to make a video about that catch no catch, bro. That was traumatic. Like, I made a metaphor and said I literally felt like I had been robbed. I really did. I don't know if you ever been robbed before, but if you have been robbed, if you ever left your house and came back and then none of your stuff was in there, that's the feeling I got when I seen the referees reverse that call. I was like, oh my God, ain't no way. They screwed us. And then they come back and change the rule. Mika said, I don't think he dissed him, but he was being shady for sure. Who you talking about, Mika? I must have missed it. Flo says the Vikings playoff loss Romo had was ugly too, mostly because our defense, though. They threw the ball all over our corners. Yeah. We didn't think about it, bro. It wasn't many seasons that we had an actual defense when Romo was cooking. Like, we never had a real gangster defense that many times. And, like, it seemed like we was finally putting it together during the final seasons of Romo. Think about it. Like, we finally had got that gangster offensive line during Romo, and that's when he got hurt. We finally started getting some decent defenses towards the end of his career. It seemed like the Joneses had just noticed it. And when Jerry say stuff like he said, like, that's one of his biggest regrets. Jerry ain't lying about that, man. Trap. Jerry knew Romo was a good enough quarterback to get it done. He just didn't put the proper team around him. Hopefully he learned his lesson to where he ain't got to do that no more. Like, he don't have to take Dak through the same thing. He know that he might just need a little boost to get us over the hump. Roy Texas 26 said, I was deployed to Afghanistan at Vikings playoff loss. It's amazing. That sucked. Yeah, that was tough, man. That was tough. But that fumble snap, that was hard right there. That was hard right there. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even like to think about that no more. I don't even want to think about that no more, man. That was terrible. Like, come on, Romo. You had one job. That I was hard on Romo on that one, but you know, it made you think like why he was out there. But then when you start hearing they said he was out there the whole season, that's what he did. That was his job as the backup quarterback, holding the snap for the kick. And it's like, dang, man, he shouldn't even been out there for real. But they just kept it the same because he was doing that the whole time. Thomas A said the referee made that call and retired. Hey, he better, man. Trap. Made me think he was on the take because he's the head of the NFL referees now. Very, very strange. Very, very strange, I'll say. I have my suspicions where my button is. I don't know where my button is. I got my suspicious buttons, but I think I did something with it. There you go. I got my suspicions. I don't know, man. They been hating on us for a while, though. Flo says getting killed by Sidney Rice of all people in that Vikings game. Anybody remember that bomb? Exactly. Our defense was dog. Facts. We ain't been had a good defense for a while back then. Like I said, they never put the complete team around Romo. Romo was obviously a good quarterback, y'all. Don't let nobody tell you no different when it comes to that. Romo was a good quarterback. Shout out to Steve Harrison in the building. But, man, I done had a good time with y'all today, man. I might have to go ahead and wrap it up, though. But I appreciate all the love and support. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. Let's get it, man. Y'all
Trap.
On the way out, make sure y'all hit that like. But I appreciate all the love and support. Y'all make sure y'all have a good rest of y'all day, man. Let's get it. Y'all know we are the greatest. Let's go. Make no mistake about it.
Put my
Let them know, man. We the greatest.
in my hand.
Let's go.
Yeah. And this is greatness defined. Every line is divine. Verses boggle your mind. And every song, man, I swear, just get better with time. No matter how much shade they throwing, I still manage to shine. I don't know why they so obsessed with mine. I'm all they think about. Go in their house, they probably got my pics in a shrine. Damn, I never let these play me. They see us ballin', now they wanna switch teams like KD. I know my time coming, I guess I'ma wait and see. I'm too cocky and confident that humble ain't for me, Lord. Help me with my egotistical ways, but I'm amazed how they display such miserable hate. I never paid attention to what most to say. Their words are unemployed like prepositional phrase. They wanna see me crash and burn in a ridiculous blaze, but yet I rise like the Phoenix. Show these I'm great. And yeah, I know these haters can't stand me. Well, take a seat, I do it for the family. So bring the block to the Grammys, and if you try to stop me, you need a plan B. Yeah, I just do it for the real. If you ain't from the bottom, you ain't get how I feel. To go against the odds, go hard, chase meals, never doubt it till you make it. Show 'em all you the greatest, I'm the greatest. The young boy got flow flowing, it's mind blowing. I'm flamboyant when brainstorming, that's fair warning. For my opponents that will be mourning before the morning. Every beat I eat and destroy it, that's what the fans want it. The hot topic, you try to copy, that's hard stopping. Yeah, I'm a giant when rhyming and y'all microscopic.
Make sure y'all be
watching and they believe it like a prophet. Custom pics, I'm cropping, be masterpieces, they photoshopping.
If you was late arriving, you got Jalen Tolbert coming tomorrow now. Make sure y'all show up.
And then my attitude is similar to an animal. These niggas ain't half as cool, I got different levels to tap into. I am the truth. To know that I kill it, these are God level lyrics. I should be on Mount Olympus. My music therapeutic to the real spirit, like it came from ancient Kemet. Ain't nobody messing with me, I'm the great. Yeah, I know these haters can't stand me. Well, take a seat.
Shout out to everybody
family. So
we just riding this thing on out.
And if you try to stop me, you need a plan B. Yeah, I just do it for the real. If you ain't from the bottom, you ain't get how I feel. The
make sure y'all tap in now.
Chase meals, let the doubters see you make it. And show 'em all you the greatest, I'm the greatest.
And not only am I the greatest, we are the greatest. You know they hate us because they ain't us. They try to suppress our success, but nevertheless, we pass every single test with flying colors like no other. And like I say, 1K, one love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.